This is the Elementary Kids Church story for November 22nd. It's called Singing to God. Do you have favorite songs? Songs that you like or that get stuck in your head? What is it about them that you enjoy? Is it the words, the tune, the rhythm? Music and poetry give us a different way of thinking about words than plain old talking does. Sometimes that's just what we're looking for, including sometimes when we're talking to God. In all the stories that we've heard so far this year, people have been talking to God and hearing from God. Eve and Adam walked and talked with God in person, and Abraham heard messages from God time to time throughout his life. Abraham's descendants continued to follow and to pay attention to God, and as God promised, they were blessed by that connection. But they didn't have the same personal relationship with God that Abraham had had, much less Eve and Adam. As the years passed and the centuries passed, they looked for ways to share their needs and feelings with God. One of the ways that they came up with was psalms. Psalms are songs or poems to God. The Bible has a collection of 150 of them, written for all kinds of different reasons and circumstances over probably hundreds of years. But all of them are people's attempts to let God know how they're feeling and what they need. And the Psalms don't just work for the original author. Once they're written down and put in a book, other people can sing them too, to make their own connection with God. Because there are Psalms for all sorts of feelings. Some Psalms are for when you're joyful and want to share your happiness with God, like Psalm 100. Shout with joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him, singing with joy. Others are downcast, like Psalm 42. Day and night I have nothing to eat but tears. Why am I discouraged? Why is my heart so sad? Sometimes the singer is calling out to a God who feels far away. Psalm 22 says, "My God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far away when I groan for help?" Others, like Psalm 18, are for when God feels strong and near. "I love you, Lord. You are my strength. My God is my rock where I can find protection." One of the most famous Psalms, Psalm 23, ends with a celebration of God's loving care. "Surely your goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever." There's a lot in the Psalms, but we don't always get all of it because they were written down so long ago and in a different language. When we read them in English, we don't get to hear all the rhymes and rhythms that the original poets meant for them to have. And sometimes, when we read them in the Bible, it can be hard to follow what they're trying to say, even in a language that we speak. That's why I love a book called Psalms for Young Children by Marie-Hélène Delval and illustrated by Arno. Marie-Hélène wrote paraphrases of many of the Psalms in language that I can understand and rhythms that match the way that I think and speak. Here's how she puts Psalm 18, the one about God as a rock. She writes, "God is like a rock, strong and powerful. God is like a warm, dry place during a storm. He protects me from things that might hurt me. When I ask for God's help, I feel safe. Here's her version, Psalm 69. When I am sad, it feels like I'm underwater, like I'm stuck in the mud or at the bottom of a dark hole. Pull me from this dark place, God. Save me. I need your help. And finally, Psalm 100. God made us, and we are his people, so we should sing songs of happiness. Let's celebrate God's goodness, his love that will last forever. And that is our story for today. I wonder how you are feeling today. Did you feel a connection to any of the Psalms we heard about? And I wonder, what's your favorite song, or a song that you really enjoy? I wonder if you would ever like to make up a song to God.